Hello, this is the Exhausted Programmer. My name is Alexander, and today we are asking, are computers getting faster? A common topic of discussion revolves around the hardware side of technology, and if the increase in memory and processing power really matches with our experiences with those same machines. There's been 3D games for decades now, and while we have seen some increase in the graphical qualities of those games, does it really warrant buying a new console every generation or improving a computer? Well, let's first start by looking at the improvements that have been made to PCs. The term PC actually means something different than just a home computer. You might have heard the phrase PC compatible, but that doesn't make sense if a PC is just any computer that is for personal use. The first PC was the IBM PC. IBM has existed for over 100 years, and there were already home computers at the time of its release, but the IBM brand was powerful, and more importantly, the IBM PC was easy to replicate. IBM didn't make their own processor for this computer. Instead, they relied on Intel and their 8088 chip and its x86 instruction set. Other companies could buy the same processor as well as other parts in the IBM PC and put it in their own products and sell it as a PC compatible. For $1,565 in 1981, which adjusted for inflation is over $5,000 today, you would get a 4.77 megahertz processor, 16 kilobytes of RAM, a color graphics adapter, and a keyboard. Note the monitor and the two disk drives in this picture were not included. Trying to compare it to a modern machine, I quickly put together a shopping list for a computer that has a processor that runs 1,000 times faster and could theoretically run 32 different processes at the same time. Also worth mentioning is that the memory just on this processor is over 1,000 times more than the entire PC that we looked at before. The RAM itself is 4 million times larger, and without getting into the details, even runs at a faster speed. Does a modern machine feel 1 million times faster than the old machines? Well, one of the best examples of improvements in computers is the ability to display graphics. The IBM PC was high-end because it could fit 80 different characters, like numbers and letters, on the screen on the same line. Also, in this mode, you could display tables and even have art. As I mentioned, there was also a color graphics adapter, which allowed for colors, but a trade-off was needed between colors and the resolution. Here's a pretty famous picture using the 4-color and mid-resolution settings for an image, and more can be found on Wikipedia. In the description, I'll provide a link that has a lot of these pictures so you can see the trade-offs that were made between colors and resolutions for this computer. There are even more ways which displays could be limited to provide a better user experience, such as limiting the choices in colors that could be displayed at one time, meaning even if the machine could display a lot of colors, they couldn't display them all at the same time. Or even just limiting the number of colors that could be displayed in a section of the screen at one time. We could also talk about the sound. The IBM PC and many other computers into the 90s could not play just any sound, but could do synthesized sounds, often referred to as MIDI, but MIDI is just a part of the synthesized sounds environment. Even if a developer could perfectly replicate a live instrument, there would also be a limit on how many instruments or voices could be heard at one time. Today, when we take a photo with our phone, we expect it to be 5 megabytes at least. Video would be even more. We're constantly downloading gigabytes of data, either streaming services or downloading software to play games or to process work. We expect a lot more of our computers, things that were just hard to imagine back in the 80s. While yes, sometimes it does feel like the computers aren't growing as much, we're not using them just as giant calculators. If we were, we would definitely see the significant increases in processing power. Hopefully this video has made it clear that yes, computers are making the progress that is being stated on the boxes, and that is just our expectations are growing as fast as the computers themselves are growing, so that we don't always see all the improvements that are being made. If you have any technical questions that you would like a non-technical answer to, please leave a comment down below, and thank you for watching.